and it's taco salad.
Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was ready for lunch.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem that O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, we are live. Welcome everybody that hasn't seen Woody in a little bit. It's been a couple days, you know.
I've been hiding.
This is not a BBB weekly episode, but it's something that we've wanted to do for a couple weeks since baseball started back up. We're gonna
experiment. Try something a little different. See if there's any interest out there, and if not,
That's
just
right.
tell us to shut the hell up. That works.
I tried to stream it on TikTok. That's apparently not working right now. Those commie bastards.
But they still angry about the little tariffs.
I think so. I think they're angry about the tariffs.
They got a lot of money over there. Might as well send some our way. You guys will be okay. Come on. I've actually been researching that. I did not realize their economy is that much bigger than ours now. It's like,
Yeah,
Hey, go get 'em,
it's
Trump.
quite significantly bigger. Yes.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's like that escalated quickly. But
Yeah.
we're not going to talk politics on here. That would get us in a lot of trouble. So, well, please forgive us, TikTok. Put us back on. We'll get to the normal stuff.
All
It's
right.
kind of like my wife says,
so,
stay in your lane, bro.
Woody, you're the fantasy guru here. Let's.
That's right.
Talk
All right,
about-
we're going to talk some fantasy baseball, guys.
What our plan is.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through every position and talk about guys that are, I would say, lower roster percentage or maybe flying under the radar, which I will say now that we're, what are we, about 15 games in, like some of these guys might be picked up now. But
Yeah.
honestly, they're guys that I guess I'd say I think are legit.
Right.
And, you know, they definitely, if they're out there, you need to have them. So we'll do that. We'll throw in a few buy lows. And right off the top, though, before we get into fantasy, I wanted to ask you something like big picture baseball wise. Like, what do you think about these bonker extensions right off the hop? Like, right as the season, I'm still in hockey mode right
Yeah.
off the hop. But anyway, like, you know, right off the season, I don't remember this many big extensions like to start the year. Do you?
No, it's been a while. Like it's kind of been going on for I don't know 5-6 years now. It seems like the first one that I really remember is as far as having those preseason extensions of your young guys, like to beat arbitration.
Mhm.
I remember. I think Dominic Smith with the Mets was one of them that they did. Maybe even Pete
Yeah.
Alonso. Um,
This is crazy. John Singleton was the first one I remember, and that did not work out with the Astros, but that was many years ago. Smaller money,
and
but you know.
the Phillies kind of had a similar thing with Sean Kingery or Scott Kingery.
Yeah, you're right. No, Scott Kingery. You're absolutely right. He was supposed to be a big thing. Didn't work out.
No, I don't think that he's
But,
spent much time out of the minors actually.
No, he's not. That was a flash in the pan deal. But yeah, I mean, and you see some guys with a little bit years on them, you know, getting them. Like I was thinking the Braves, like their whole organization locking guys up. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they did that with
But-
with Acuna very early.
Kuna, Albies, a couple. Strider, that's another one.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. I guess what blew my mind was the Crochet one. Like I thought it was smart, Boston's part, but
Yeah.
I believe that was that one start he had thrown for them.
Yeah,
did-
and it's tough to. I mean, pitching is scary to lock up like that, especially pitching that's
Yeah.
been as hurt as much as Crochet has. But at the same time, you need solid pitching. They hopefully are going to get some of the good years out of Crochet.
Well, I liked it because he actually was 2 years from free agency. They locked up the next 4 years. Like aces are hard to come by. You know, he's not any ordinary pitcher. He's top
Yeah.
5 upside,
Absolutely.
and they didn't have that in their system, and that's what I like. Going out getting what you don't have, and then yeah, it's ballsy, it's risky. You mentioned his injury history. Like he's never really pitched a full season. Last year, pretty close to it.
I
but
think he got
before
like
that,
140, 150 in
Yeah,
him.
mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, White Sox babied him. Smart on their part, truthfully. But yeah, I like the move, the aggressiveness. They gave Christian Campbell the deal, and he
Yeah.
was 6 years
That's the one that I was
controlled.
kind of leaning towards when I was talking about the locking up before the arbitration years are over.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, good call. But I personally, I kind of like the aggressiveness and rewarding guys in your system. Like I like what they're doing, honestly. The Blue Jays one blew my mind. Vladdy, like, whew, a lot of money. But then again, grew up in the system, and I mean, I don't know what he would got free agency.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Yeah.
But I like it. So I like these teams line up their homegrown talent, and I don't know. I just thought it was cool to start the year like that.
Well, and what was
But
the specifics of Vladimir Guerrero's contract exactly?
if I don't have it in front of me, but if I remember right, it's 14 years, 500 million,
Okay.
with hold on, 325 million of that there was no deferred, but 325 was a signing bonus,
So he gets it
which
now?
not not exactly. That's what I thought at first. Not gonna lie, I'm not an accountant. A lot of that stuff is over my head, but somehow it's payroll friendly.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, hey, look what the Dodgers are doing. We got creative too. That's what I took away from it.
I thought they were just like, you know what? We're gonna pay all this money. We
Yeah,
got we got a pretty low salary right now. We're just gonna give it all right now,
yeah.
and then you're gonna make like
It's-
$8 million a year.
Yeah, it's the inverse of the Dodgers. It's like,
Yeah.
it's creative. I love it. Hell, the Yankees are making weird bats. Like, you got all kinds of creativity. And I love it. So, let's have at it. But anyway, back to you ready to jump into fantasy baseball here?
Let's do it. We're gonna do it by position or how
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it by position. And I'll tell you what, I'll just throw them out there, see if there's one you like the best, and give a little rationale for these guys.
Okay.
Sound good?
I was
All
looking
right.
at your outline earlier, and I noticed a lot of players on our fantasy team that were in the buy low category.
Yes. Yes, our team's really sucking it up right now. Not gonna lie. We're full transparency here. We're like 8th out of 10. But to that, we lost G-Rod. This is keeper league. Lost him before the season started, so we had to cut him.
And Garrett Cole.
Yep, lost Cole after the draft, which is even worse. Pablo Lopez is down. Blake Snell's down. Who else did we? Royce Lewis, which, yeah, go figure.
Strider hasn't come back yet.
Not yet. He better come back with a vengeance.
Hopefully next
and if
week.
you look at our, yes, I think so. He struck out 13.
Yeah.
Triple A Gwinnett.
Yeah.
That looks good. Knowing our luck, he's got 10 pitches in him. We'll see. Yeah, and if you look at our team, half of them are day-to-day with various injuries, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, to the positive part, guys. Catchers, we'll start there. Sean Murphy might be out there. I think I would nab him.
Okay.
A little bit of a timeshare with their young rookie, but he homered first at bat off the IL off of Zach Wheeler, I believe it was. So that's a good sign.
That's not an easy person to homer off of.
It is not. It's like, are you healthy? Okay, the ball's 400 feet away. You're good. So, but yeah, and another one, injury-wise, Francisco Alvarez is coming back. Very low rostered. People forget he was the number 2 prospect in all of baseball. Yeah. Big
That was
guy.
another one that got locked up long term, isn't it?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'd have to look into that. I don't think so. I think there's talks. He might have got like a little bridge deal, maybe Campbell like, but I'm not. I don't think. Another one a little deeper was Dylan Dingler is his name.
That's a cool
It
name.
almost says Dinger. Last name. There you go, guys. There's our analysis. Their starting catcher, who's the mustache guy? He looks awesome. Rogers. There you go, Jake Rogers.
Is that Detroit's team?
Yes. He got hurt. Yeah. So he's going to be starting most of their games. Very good numbers in the minors. Prospect pedigrees there. I like it. Yes, to my buy lows. Had the Contreras Bros put down.
Okay.
Our end of the Contreras Bros. Oh, Big Willie. He's still a buy low because he's not hitting.
No,
His brother-
he's picked it up a little.
Very little.
Yeah.
His brother picked it up in a big way.
Yeah.
He also went to Coors Field, so that helps about anybody.
That does help.
Yeah. William Contreras went bonkers, so that's probably off the list, guys. But are you like me? You still believe in Wilson Contreras?
Yeah, I still think that maybe he's trying to learn the first base position a little bit, and that's kind of where he's putting his focus towards, and that's probably where he put all of his focus in spring training. I think once he becomes more comfortable at the first base position, it's going to eventually help him because I mean it's much easier on the body to play there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like I don't know, I don't realize sometimes the bat and glove how connected it is. That if you struggle or mental aspect, look at Jordan Walker for years, kind of locked up in right field, and so he gets more comfortable there. And also another thing, he's always been a streaky hitter, guys. Like you could look if it's magnified because it's the start of the year, but if you look, we know it as Cardinal fans, even as a Cub. There's been stretches he's had
a 2 for 30 stretch for William or Wilson Contreras is not that crazy.
Right.
Now he may next week go 10 for 20. Like
he could do it. He can carry you when he's hot.
Oh yeah, we saw it some last year. And circling back to the changing to first base thing, for those that say like learning first base is not like that difficult, it shouldn't be taking up that much of his time. I don't know, and maybe that he's supposedly knows the position by now. I look back to the first week of the season, about game 3. There was a pop up to first base, and he flips his hat off his head like it's a catcher's helmet. Like he obviously has still got the catcher mentality. And also off of Moneyball, if you ask Scott Hatberg. I knew that's where you thought I was going with it.
The smile and all that. So I was like, first base, it's wicked easy. It's incredibly difficult. It's really.
It's not that hard. Tell him. It's incredibly hard.
It's incredibly hard. I want to tell you what, I did not play baseball very far in life, but I think you get to the major league level, probably any aspect of it is hard. So I think it will come with him. I really do. And he's a buy low catcher, and he'll be first base eligible all formats soon. Game.
I think you have to play 30 games to become eligible.
It depends on the format. Like in CBS, when he used to play, it's 10 games.
Okay.
So he's probably there now. But, I mean, honestly, like I said going into the season, I thought he would be pushing top 5 first baseman, top 6.
Not seeing
I really
so far.
believe that.
But there's a lot to be seen.
Maybe bottom so far. But, I think he's a good buy low both spots. We'll move on to first base.
Oh, no, I got a little bit more to say catcher. Just a little bit.
Oh, I was going to say they're intertwined. There's some guys that are first base that also could get catcher eligibility.
Okay. What's the health status on the Cardinals catcher Ivan Herrera?
I would think he would. He's like 4 weeks out because it was a knee. But I would think anybody in their right mind would not have dropped him, seeing what he did. Unless you have no IL spots. So if there's no IL spots, that's hard to pick anybody up. But he'd probably be worth it. Probably.
Boy, I mean, he can't throw anyone out to save his life, but that boy can hit.
No, he's one of those few catches. It's like I don't even care. Like the dude was going bonkers for us. Like, what he hit 3-homer game and then homered in Boston the next game for he got hurt.
And then he got hurt later in that game. So
yes, exactly. And he doesn't strike out. Like honestly, if healthy, holy crap, guys, he might be a top 5 catcher next year.
Yeah,
I would stand by that. I really would. So, and that's not just being a homer. Yes, sorry, defensively, we'll stay bottom 5.
It's not great.
Hey, good call though. Very good call. So. Now, are you ready for first base?
Let's do it.
Because this is interesting. I like Big Ben Rice. I really do with the Yankees. He's hitting leadoff a lot against righties. The big knock on him is not hitting lefties, but they're starting to put him in there against lefties. He had a slam-lam-a-ding-dong off on the other day.
Yeah, he actually – I watched some of his games when they were playing against the Tigers earlier this week.
Yes.
Had a very strong series in Detroit.
He did. And you look at his minor league numbers, like he's a guy – I'll scratch my head. I'm like, how the hell was he not higher rated? Maybe it's because, he's pretty terrible in the field everywhere. Possibly. That'll do that. But, like,
I mean, most people probably, outside of Cardinals fans, probably don't know who Ivan Herrera is and similar type.
So, we're talking fans here, guys, so I don't give a damn what they do with the glove. I mean, if
fielding percentage is not a category.
Exactly. And if it is, we have to reevaluate. So... But yeah, and the cool thing with him is I think he might catch some for them. It will take a while to get eligible, but he still caught some in spring. That would be like a cheat code. Like, my favorite catchers are the rarity that are actually first basemen. Just catch enough because they're going to play every day.
The Yasmani Grandals of the world.
Boom. There you go. Yeah. Exactly. ones that are good enough to DH, like, well, Adley Rutschman's kind of a special category, but
Yeah.
when they're playing more than 60% of the games, I want that. I want that.
Right.
So, which is funny because the next one I'll go to is Tyler Soderstrom, the A's. He's another one. Might catch some. He would actually be their third catcher, I believe.
Okay.
So that's a slight problem getting there. But
Right.
irregardless,
But
first.
that bat plays.
Oh my gosh, that bat plays. Yeah. Like he hit ball a long way. Was not striking out. Now he did get hurt the other day. Minor injury, didn't IL or anything. I think it was a hammy. But I mean, exit velocities are great. Strikeout rate, he's getting it down, and he's like Rice. He's playing against lefties now too.
Yeah.
Hitting anywhere from 4th to 6th in the A's lineup that I am on the record saying is very underrated. Playoffs, guys, watch it.
Who?
But the A's lineup's underrated.
You said playoffs?
Yeah, I said on the other show. Yeah, I'm doubling down on crazy.
Okay.
Look at the American League. There are not your powerhouse teams over there. That 6th wild card spot, 7th, it's a possibility, guys.
I mean,
All I'm
I
saying.
keep forgetting that the playoffs have continually been expanded. So
Exactly. So hell, it'll end up getting where like 2/3 of the teams are in it, whatever. But I'm kidding. It won't go that far. But you got to remember that, like I think
Yeah.
they have a shot.
well, the
I really
team is
do.
no longer just Brent Rooker and your island of misfit toys.
No, and another thing for fantasy is playing in that ballpark, a AAA park.
Yeah.
Super hitter
That's not
advantageous.
working great for our boy Lawrence Butler just yet.
He'll get there. He'll get there. Don't you worry. I have faith in old Lawrence.
Okay.
He got paid. He's getting on base too. The power, it'll come. It'll come. So we'll get to him. But who else we got here? We got some guys that were fairly highly rated prospects, like Mr. Spencer Torkelson. I'm actually lower on him than Soderstrom, Rice, and I'll even say another man, Kyle Manzardo.
He started that
Reason
hot.
being, he did. He's playing against lefties. We'll switch to Manzardo real quick. He's playing against lefties. He's hitting cleanup in that
Yeah.
Cleveland lineup. Love the spot. Not striking out a ton. People forget he was a top 20, 30 prospect.
Mhm.
And a lot of that's the glove held him back. He's not great there, but we got DHs, guys. So,
Yeah, we're talking fantasy.
yeah, absolutely. Like, that's the thing with the prospect ratings. Yes, a lot of that is defense, which for this concept we don't give a damn about. So,
Right.
that helps. He is actually playing a little bit of first base, though. Like, he should be eligible there pretty soon. Manzardo, I think he's got 30 homer potential. I really do. 25, 30 homers. RBI potential in that lineup.
Well, I
he
would
can
think
be.
at the first base position, you hope that they've got 20,
Yes.
25, 30 home run potential.
You do. And I was to say, I could see a Josh Naylor type season from him. I don't
Okay.
think that's a stretch. With what he hit behind J-Ram, that's a pretty good spot behind Quan. I like it. Back to Torkelson, he's a little lower than these guys. He's striking out a crap ton still.
Yeah, that's Torkelson.
It is, but he's getting shot. He's got the monster power. I think they're going to give him a big runway and see what they got. I think they got to. He was number one pick a couple years ago, guys. Like he's
Like
still,
5 years
I
ago
think, a
at this
viable
point.
option. It's as every year goes past, it's that prospect pedigree. It's like, yeah, you're reaching a bit there.
Yeah.
But it's there. A deeper guy is Aranda, Tampa Bay. I wrote down Jose Aranda. I believe that's correct. I don't roster him yet. He's got very good minors numbers. What's a problem is he's a lefty. And the platoon split, it's Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's weird with that sort of stuff. But they're also
They are.
very good at taking some guy and turning him into an absolute menace at the dish.
And I would keep an eye on this guy because it could happen. Like, he doesn't strike out. His minors numbers, he was over a 300 hitter. Solid bat to ball skills. Pop probably around 20 homers or so. But I'm lower because I don't know. Like, unless you do, like you're referring to Randy A.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not just him, but yeah.
That's fair. That's the Cardinal fan example in my head. But
Right.
yeah, that Jonathan Aranda. I'm sorry, I think I said Jose.
You did.
That one though, like we'll see on it. Abilo's our boy Casas. Like, start of the season, he's sucking it up there, but gosh dang it, he's a freaking monster.
Yeah.
Solid plate discipline. I just hope he stays in there against lefties with this slow start. Because you look at what he did second half last year.
Mhm.
2 years in a row, you're like, what could be? What could be?
Right. And there's been
So
some injuries mixed in there with that as well. So
yes, last
I
year
think
was a rib.
the first week of the season this year, he was just getting over some like flu-like symptoms, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah, he was sick. Went around the Boston clubhouse.
Yeah,
Roman Anthony,
yeah.
a lot of those guys.
Doesn't seem to
Fortunately, got
affect
his roster.
Willier Abreu. So
Yeah, nothing does. That guy's just a straight up stud.
yeah,
Chamberlain acquired him too. Cardinal connection there.
yep.
Good things could come, guys. But that's all I got. First base. You ready for middle infield, big guy?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna start right off here with the guy we recently added, Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
Angels.
Okay. He used to be a
Low
shortstop with the
roster.
Angels. Is that where he's at still?
Well, he's on a rehab assignment right now. Yes, yes. He was hurt to start the year, and I was surprised looking at his roster percent. Like he was only 20-some% some leagues.
Okay.
He's a 2020 guy last year, guys. Actually, I think it's 2030. He hit leadoff for them. They're shockingly solid to start the year. I don't know that that'll stay, but his skill set, he was drafted out of college. He almost went straight to the majors, and the dude wasn't overwhelmed. Like, I'll tell you what, I'd take him over Anthony Volpe, if that shows you where I'm at on it.
Yeah, Volpe was starting to make me look like an idiot there for a little while because I said that he's going to hit for a low average and not get 20 homers, and then he proceeded to hit 4 in the first week. He has cooled down.
He has that torpedo pat. I think he was like a big poster child for it.
He was it was made for him more or less.
It pretty much was, and yeah, the jury's still out. But I'll say I'm okay that he's cooled off a little because I was on the wrong side of that too, big time. But another one I've got on here, Christian Campbell, the Red Sox. By now his roster percentage is up pretty high because he's a Red Sox prospect. He's the one though, I guess, if you talk by high, like I believe in the skill set. Might be a stretch to say Mookie Betts like, but like the size of him, the bat speed, everything, the Boston connection, I'm like,
yeah.
He plays second, a little bit of short, has played center, like he plays the outfield too. I believe center.
His on base percentage so far is like insane, isn't it?
See that? Yes, and that's what I love with prospects.
Yeah.
That have plate discipline. You nailed it. It's over 400. And it's an advantageous ballpark too for righties. Like he checks all the boxes, guys. If someone thinks they're picked him up and like, oh, I'll flip him for something, because that's not a bad strategy. That's one I would be all for. I really would. Which actually brings me to the next guy in Kyron Paris of the Anaheim Angels. He's a guy that I'm not gonna lie, I would trade. Like if you picked him up, he's been bonkers so far.
He's a sell high.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Sell high on this one. The minor league record's terrible. He worked with Aaron Judge's hitting coach in the offseason, and he has revamped his swing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll eat crow if it works. He's like, I don't know, you being a Cardinal fan too, do you always think of the Bohart, like the just flash in the pan?
I don't think there's ever been a run quite like the Bohart run.
I don't either.
Because didn't that go on for like a half of a season?
No, it's about 2 months. Which, I mean, a third of a season. It was nuts. I think. You might be right. It was a hell of a stretch, and it was like out of nowhere, like no prospect pedigree.
And they found out he cannot hit a curveball.
Yes, and that proceeded to end his career quite quickly. But
yes.
It was fun for a hot minute. Hell, I've got a Bohart bobblehead. I love the guy. But I don't think Kyron Paris is quite that extreme because, I mean, the dude is like 90-something percentile sprint speed. I guess I'll quote what was that baseball movie that I think the ball will start finding holes in the bat and the swing. I would bet on that. Okay. So, and their Neto's back. As far as him playing every day, that might be a bit of a stretch coming up. If he's this hot, they won't take him out. But if he cools off, like his Angels, they're pretty set middle infield when healthy.
So you think that he could work himself out of a job pretty easily?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I think if he cools off, I'd be worried. So I would cash out personally.
Okay. Especially with Neto coming back too. I mean, that's one of the slots.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd be worried about him. Another one, Jacob Wilson of the A's. I think this guy, how would I put this? His skills are legit. No power, not much power. But guys, we got to go back to AAA ballpark. That's going to help. Luis Ariz is a lazy comp, but I
Okay.
think he might have a little more pop, a little less average, but I think over 300. I think he could get to maybe 20 steals, 10 homers. Like, he's not going to be a bonkers like stud, but if he's out there on the waiver wire and
What's his
you're
speed like?
slim,
Is he a base stealer too?
he's not a blazing fast. He's a smart. His dad was Jack Wilson. You remember him of the Pirates?
Yep.
Yep. He's got the pedigree. He is smart with how he uses his speed.
Okay.
Never strikes out. He's like our eyes in that aspect. Like just, I don't know. I think maybe his dad gave him the belt when he struck out as a kid or
Well, I
something.
didn't know if I was trying to find a comp because he said that Arise is a lazy comp. I was thinking like maybe
Yeah.
a younger Starling Marte, but
Yeah,
probably not that much power.
no, or speed. Marte
Okay.
was shoot guys. 40
Oh, he was
steals,
a 40, 50
50
steal guy.
Yeah,
Before
his
it was
prime.
common.
Yes, he was. We forget how good he was with the Pirates.
I
Like, he
stole
was
an
a top
MVP
20
from
player.
Yachty.
Did he really? He got MVP?
Yeah, he
I was
won
thinking
it.
Kutch.
Oh, yeah, that is McCutcheon. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right outfield, right team. You were close enough.
Yeah. Same guy, basically.
But yeah. So I think he's solid though. I also threw Jorge Polanco. That's like bottom of the barrel. You need a guy. He was very good with the Twins years ago. He really was. But I don't see a lot of upside there. But he's off to a good start. So
Yeah.
some Milos, sure. Our guy. Why not? Jordan Westberg. Love the guy.
I don't know if
I
that's
will die on
necessarily
this hill.
that. He was off to a roaring start the first week.
And he got hurt.
Yeah.
So story of our team. There you go.
Story of our
But
team. I think he hit 4
yes.
home runs in like the first 5 games.
He did. I think you're absolutely right on that.
Yeah.
He had a double dong game, and I think homered the next 2, and then got hurt. If he gets healthy, guys, people don't realize sometimes at Baltimore, they move the fences back in. I don't know. They're playing like Annie Oakley with their, what is that, Jack and Jill game with the walls out there. Keep moving them forward, backwards.
Yeah.
30 feet in, left field. He's power to the pull side big time. I mean, he hits piss missiles, line drives across the field, but the power's more there. I think it bodes very well for him. I love Jordan Westberg. I really do. So I threw Ketel Marte on there. He's hurt. Someone panics. Sure. The hammy, he's hurt. That's a little worrisome. But a talent like that, go get him.
Well, half of our team has a hamstring injury, so.
Yeah, a hamstring or a hand or, I don't know, a migraine or something. You know, I think they just don't want to play baseball, man.
Yeah, and then Alcantara being a jerk and having a kid.
Priorities, man. Come on. Get out there and quit. I think we should just rename our team to like the Anthony Rendones. I don't know. Like,
So we don't play baseball anymore?
yeah, we got paid. We're done. You idiots drafted us. We're done. There you go. Oh, shoot. I don't know. We're moving on. Our team's struggling, but third base, I'm not going to lie. I didn't see a whole lot of great options. Ryan McMahon, he's out there a lot. He's a very solid baseball player. Like, not much speed, but he's in Colorado. Like,
I honestly, the last like 4 or 5 years, McMahon's always been my underrated. Grab him as a third base slot because he's not going to go super high in the draft, but he's going to give you 20, 25 home runs, and he's probably going to hit about 260, 270.
Yeah, drive-in runs in that lineup, that ballpark. Like, he's very solid fallback. Hell, he hit 2 homers the other day. Like, I don't know. You know what you're getting out of him. Maybe that's why he's so underrated.
Yeah, he's the
like,
model of consistency, and he's just above mediocrity. So
right, it's kind of boring for fantasy. It really is. You don't have the upside you want. So, but he's out there. Noel Marte just got back. He's off the roids, so that was kind of disappointing. I was fairly high on him.
You were. That was your follow up to Julio. That was going to be your guy.
Yeah, not quite to the level of Julio, but I was in on him, and got popped for roids. I was excited he was in Cincy. That ballpark just isn't working out, and I don't know how much he's going to play either. Keep an eye on him. There you go. The other one I had was Michael Garcia of the Royals. He's another one. Swing change, fun stuff, guys. He's got speed. I mean, bonker speed.
Yeah.
that lineup's pretty good. He's hit for a little more pop to start the year. Like, he's always been more of a line drive guy that has good exit velocities. Like, if he can elevate the ball, we'll see. Might be worth a flyer. The buy lows. Do you think we missed the Rafael Devers fire sales? I think
It's
we probably did.
Cardinals fixed him up. I think it's done.
I'm afraid that might be a common theme this year. Play the Cardinals. You get your swing right, guys.
Our
Get it
pitching is historically bad currently.
right. We are holding the Phillies scoreless right now, but it's in the first inning. So, stay tuned.
Stay
we fixed
tuned.
Boston. We did. I still, if you can get him, the Braves lineup, corner infield, Olsen or Riley. Seems like they're both like historically, traditionally slow starters. If anyone panics, I think that's a general rule of thumb. I should have started with this. These studs that have a track record like these guys, if you can get them like a 2-for-1, 3-for-1, do it. Bet on the track record. Devers with the shoulder issue, there was a little more hesitation, like on my front, because it was like, okay, the skills are still there, but he might be broken. But I think it was more of a no spring training.
Yeah.
Baseball, hitting a baseball is still hard. So
it is. It is. And I think that he also might have been kind of still pissy about the Bregman thing.
He might have been.
He may have been made okay with that when he realizes that Bregman is doing all of those smashes off of the monster for his team and not against his team now.
That probably does help. Yeah. Do you think the team mascot came around like, hey, this is actually a good thing? And I wonder if they had him while he was rehabbing, watching highlights of himself playing third base, realizing how god awful he was. And it's like,
shout out to Robert, my friend that he lives in California, but he is a big Red Sox fan. He just calls Devers E5. So
I like that. That is so true. This guy's like a very interesting dude. Like California, Boston connection.
Yeah,
and
he's also a Tennessee Titans fan. Right.
I would love to have beer with this guy and understand this. This is great. Ask him who they're taking in the draft for our next show. There you go.
That's a good call.
Little teaser there. We'll have that coming. But okay, sorry. Back to fantasy, guys.
Yeah.
We'll go outfield because this is a little more fun. Damn it, I'm going homerism again too. I don't know about you, but I've watched enough Cardinal games to think that something is different with the big man in, I started to say right, left where he plays now. No, Walker's in right, isn't he? They've bounced him around.
He's played some
right,
left.
He's played more right because Newt's in left.
Yeah.
But I think watching him, he's starting to realize the pitches he can't do anything with and laying off them.
Yeah.
Like those sliders blowing away. Last year, as a Cardinal fan, if it got to 0-2, I'm like, all right, maybe next at bat he'll have something.
Right.
He's walking back to the dugout.
So he's better at spitting on those pitches that he can't hit now. And
yeah,
I think that a lot of this attributes to like what you said earlier in the season with the new hitting coach. They're telling him like, hey, don't worry about your launch angle and all that stuff like that.
Yes.
Just hit piss missiles, man. And that's what he's doing.
You're 6'6", 240, 50. Put the bat on the ball. You might kill somebody. Let's see what happens.
I believe his hard hit rate and his exit velocities are both off the chart right now.
He's last I checked, he was like 96th percentile exit velocity, and you know what? Do that because all this he was a young hitter switching positions. I think he got overwhelmed by what they were trying to do. It was mismanagement on our part.
Yeah, it usually is.
And common theme here, guys. It happens. We're not the best at baseball anymore. Look at the standings.
Right.
I do think though this year it's a different Jordan Walker. I think if he's out there, add him. If you got a hesitant owner, trade for him. Like I believe in it.
Maybe it's a guy that's kept him for 3 years now, and he's ready to sell and try to get some value out of him.
Right. Hell, he was out there in our league. I think he got dropped, and due to life stuff, I think I missed that. Didn't add him, but he's worth it, guys. He's worth a shot. Another guy, TJ Friedel, Red. He last year, gosh dang, if he would stay healthy, he is a 20-30 guy in that ballpark.
I feel like that's like half the Reds roster. Christian Encarnacio Stroud is another one that comes to mind with that.
Trend, yeah. He is. Friedel, he's a guy, he's kind of the opposite of Walker as far as his skills aren't off the charts. Like he doesn't hit the ball that hard, but he elevates it, and he's in great American ballpark half the time. Like,
Yeah.
uh, hits leadoff, good on base guy. He is out there a lot. At him until he breaks something. Like I
Yeah,
think
even if it's
last year
just
got
a
hit by a
rental.
pitch with us. Yeah, yeah. Um, Another one I'm interested in along those lines, Zach Bean. He was very highly touted prospect with the Rockies
Yep.
a couple years ago. Injuries, performance struggled. He was bonkers in spring training, and they called him up. He's one though, like I would add if you have a free space on your roster, you want to play the upside card. Like I don't think I would add him and bank on okay, that's my third outfielder for sure.
Right.
Like because there's a possibility if he's up and struggled, it's Colorado, he gets sent back down.
Yeah,
I
just
would let him play, but
hang on to him and hopefully he strikes gold and you're the person holding the
yes,
cards.
especially if you need steals. The
Yeah.
guy has, I think, 40 steal upside. I really do.
Okay.
Might come with 200 Ks, but it's baseball 2025. That
So he's
happens.
O'Neal Cruz
So
with less power.
yes, could be less power, a little less craziness. That happens. Some bylaws here. I'm gonna go. Yeah, a lot of this is on our team. Really is. That's fun. You mentioned Lawrence Butler. I love the skill set. I think the power will come. Hits leadoff a lot in the A's lineup.
Yeah.
Get the man.
He's getting on base now, and this is a guy that could steal 40, 50 bags as well, right?
Yes. Oh, he could be. I think 30-30 is in the realm of possibility.
Okay.
I really do. Yeah, a little more speed than Pop, but he is. You look at his skill set, like the raw tools, it's there. Strikeout problem, yes, but I think so far this year he's kind of curbed that a little.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know how many times I got to mention that ballpark. I love it. I love it. So I'm on him. Cam Smith, that is another guy we roster.
Slow
A little
start.
hesitant. Yes, and you have a good team that it's like if he doesn't come around soon, could he go back down? A lot of options left.
Yeah, that Astros
Yes.
team's not as good as it used to be.
It's not, but it's still they're trying to win the division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they think they can win it. He though the skills are there. Like he's starting to come around a little. He had a big triple the other night to win him the game.
Yep.
I just hope, he gets a big runway. I really do. So that's when I'd watch. I mentioned Wyatt Langford on the outline. I don't think many will trade him, but he's
No.
hurt. Oblique. I tried to trade for him for us,
Saw
and
that.
I think as soon as I sent it, it was rejected. Like
he
it
said,
was
"Let
almost
me
like he
think
read my
about it,
mind.
though."
He what?
He said, "Let me think about it, though."
Well, he thought about it pretty quickly and told me his action said go to hell. But that's great. Just thinking about it. Hey, tell him. Sidebar. Sorry, guys. Tell him we'll offer a lot of our roster. So I really like Wyatt Langford.
Yep.
4 homers to start the year. I hope he's not listening to this. But second half of last year, what he was showing to start this year, the only thing's the oblique injuries. You got to watch that.
Pretty much like
It's
the
the
week
opposite
after we
side.
traded them away last year.
Yeah, he decided he could play baseball. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yep.
But we did get Corey Seager. So pat on our back.
Yeah, which he's heating up.
He is. You're right. That's another one. Think it'd be hard to get. That's a good buy low, sir.
Yep.
I don't know that a lot of people move these guys though that are established veterans.
Right. I mean, that's a guy that you know is going to come around.
Yeah. Langford being younger, if you look at his numbers last year, he only had 16 homers. Like I think there might be people like, I don't know that he's.
And
legit.
he made the opening day roster too.
Yes, he did. That was all year up, barring one injury, I think it was. So but if you look at it, September, August, he was very, very good.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, you're right. After we didn't roster him, cool. But Dylan Cruz, another one. Maybe we need to trade him so he does good. He's starting to strike out a little less. The speed's there.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get a big runway with the Nats. I really do.
Yeah, he's kind of their future. So.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna stay up. I think you could get him pretty cheap. I wish I could say the same for James Wood. I'm sorry. When I made this outline, he was struggling. He proceeded to tear up the Dodgers of all teams, and you talk about piss missiles. Like I wouldn't want to be a fan on the receiving end of these home runs. Like it's just
that is a large American.
Yes, he is. O'Neal Cruz type 6'7", 240, somewhere in there. Like
Okay.
when he connects, the ball's just I don't like I said, even with the glove, I wouldn't want to try to catch it. So But I don't know you can get him, but he's a hell of a talent. He really is. So, have you got any more hitters you like that I've missed?
Okay. Another guy that when we circling all the way back to catcher is a guy that we
Yeah.
picked up in the later rounds that has been pretty good is
Oh,
Logan O'Hoppe.
he is. Been very solid.
I don't know how easily he could be attained because catcher is such a thin position anyway, and people are
Right?
probably at this point pretty attached to how many home runs he's hitting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he tends to be a streaky hitter as well, and a little
Right.
bit injury prone. You
Are you
maybe
saying on a sell high?
yes,
Yeah, dude, this is why we do stuff together. I could give you a
yes,
big hug. Totally agree. Here's another thing people got to realize. He is not a good defensive catcher, okay? Not at all. They signed Travis d'Arnaud probably partially because of that.
yes.
And d'Arnaud, traditionally, even with Sean Murphy, other catchers, like he gets a fair amount. Like they signed him for a
Mhm.
reason. This team's going to go somewhere and they're going to need more out of their pitchers. O'Hoppe cools off. You could see a 60-40 split. I
Right,
think it's
and I mean maybe O'Hoppe stays in the lineup and DHs some during that because that bat does
yeah,
play. But
it does. They actually have some options for a team like the Angels. Like
yeah,
they're shockingly solid to start the
pretty good
year,
lineup.
and then you got to think about Mike Trout too. Like if there's injuries there, and he might DH a lot.
Yeah, but they'll eventually
You
have
know,
to replace Joe Adell when he like inevitably gets sent down to AAA.
there you go. I resisted the urge to put him on this damn thing. I didn't want to go there. 2 homers the other day. I'm not falling for it for like the 10th time. I'm not. The dude sucks.
I fell for
No,
it last
you're right.
year. I fell for it
I,
last year.
it
And
looked good. It looked good. It did. And then I think May rolled around. Is that right?
yep, yep.
And it wasn't pretty, guys. It wasn't. So yeah, I'm moving on to pitchers after this. You deeply upset me, man. Deeply. So
I know
I
that's a
bought a
tough
lot of
name
his
for you.
I bought a lot of his rookie cards, and that did not pan out well. So, but all right, to the throwers of baseballs here. I love Chris Bubick. I would say by now he's rostered out there. Probably too much to get.
Yeah.
He's one. I'm gonna tell you what. I get Cole Reagan's vibes all over again.
Oh,
Like
that's a strong comp.
it is. Well, maybe it's me being lazy. Same organization. He was breaking out in 23 before he got hurt. Yes, it was Tommy John. That
Yep.
sucks.
Well,
But
and
he had.
the Cleveland Indians or Guardians now. They seem to be pretty good at finding those pitchers.
He's a Royal, sir.
Ah,
But to your
you
point,
said same
Chris Bubick
organization.
goes, you know what? They followed their model because they are very good with pitchers. Like the Royals,
Yeah.
I think, are in line with the Guardians. You make a good point.
Yeah.
They're an organization that gets the most out of their pitchers, and
Right,
I
right.
don't know. They know something. Because like with Bubick, I mean, the velo increase. He's got a nasty slider. Like I'm not gonna lie, not even go there because like you repeat his repertoire, it's like holy crap. I'm talking about Cole Reagan's a little less velo, but like he really has something there, and I'm kicking myself. I would like to smash a nut that I did not add him in our league. He's relief pitcher eligible too, guys.
Oh,
Like yes, he's a sparp. I mean, that's a cheat code there.
yeah.
And I was just hoping he would have a bad first start that week. He got picked up as a 2-start pitcher. He didn't get dropped. But the talent's there, guys. Health, yes. Concerning, he's a guy, too, like not to be a hypocrite, but come all-star break as the innings pile up, I would watch how they use him. That might be one you're selling high around then.
Yeah.
Because he's coming off Tommy John.
So,
But
speaking of Sparp, I believe that we picked one up from the White Sox organization.
we did. We did.
How do we
Got
feel
pretty
about
good
old
the first
Shane
start.
Smith?
I like him. I mean, that's why I added him. No, I'm not that good, guys. But I like what he wasn't rated very as a prospect, but his pitch mix, I like it. He's got his fastball plays up, solid velo on it. He has a hell of a changeup. Like it's a drop off the face of his changeup. Normally, I don't fall in love with pitchers like that, but he's got a solid 4-pitch mix. Like the dude, he's 25 too. Like he's not a guy that I think they're gonna baby a whole lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the one thing the White Sox do good, other than losing baseball games,
They're very good at
they are historically. But pitcher development, like you look at Crochet last year, they do kind of know what they're doing there.
that. And Fetty.
Now-
I mean, did Fetty did he come
Yes.
from there though?
No, he came from Korea. He
Yeah.
went over there, the KBO. But good call. They
Yeah.
signed him, and look at what they did with him. Better than we have. Not a shock, but
Yeah.
that happens. But yeah, Shane Smith, guys, like I'm not saying he's gonna be an ace like Crochet. Like I'm not gonna go there, but
Yeah.
I think he could roster him for a good while, and with that Sparp eligibility, absolutely. Hayden Wesneski of the Astros, he was in the Cubs trade. He's another Sparp that I think he's solid. Like Houston's changed up his pitch mix too. Um, they're good at getting a lot out of their guys too. They really are.
Right.
I look at that a lot. These pitchers is where did they go? And once again, not ace like stuff. Like his stuff isn't as good as Smith's, but we're talking Sparps. Like throw him in there. Good matchups, 2 start weeks. I like him. So, um, some more traditional starters. What are your thoughts on Casey Mize?
I mean, he's been around for a little while now, hasn't he? I believe he did. He come up with Detroit?
Oh yeah, he was the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Okay. I thought
Sorry
so.
guys, Southern Illinois, cold here, but yeah, he was the number 1 pick. I believe he also had either shoulder surgery or Tommy John. He's fought
Okay.
injuries, but he's came back with a little different pitch mix. Like he's always had a hell of a splitter, solid fastball, off speed not as well. He's throwing 4 or 5 pitches now. He's commanding the zone, not
Okay.
walking guys like he was. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Like not lights out stuff, but we're talking could be like an SP3, 4 for you possibly. If he's out there, he's definitely worth an ad. He really is.
Okay.
Especially if your pitchers are dropping like flies like us. There you go.
Right.
So,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Going over to relief pitchers, is it time for us to, start tapping this panic button with our boy Tanner Scott?
Not yet.
That's such a deep
Uh,
bullpen, and he has
yeah.
gotten the saves. I don't think he's blown one yet, but he's given up a lot of runs.
I don't think they've been in save opportunities, have they? I think it's been kind of funky when he's
Well, they've
given them
turned
up.
into save opportunities because of him.
So he has blown the saves.
No, he has come
Oh,
in with
sorry.
like a 4-run lead, and then
Oh, yeah.
given up a
Non-save
couple
opportunities
runs, and then
I
it's
saw.
like, oh, I
Yeah,
get a save
sorry.
now.
Yeah, okay. If unfortunately that counted for saves for us, that'd be great. But let's not do that. I'm not worried because they gave him a big contract. I have always been a believer in his stuff. I thought all year, like, I guess I liked him because the volume of saves for that team is going to be huge.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
I thought there's a possibility that they might mix and match some. Him being a lefty, not your traditional righty closer, might miss out on some opportunities and maybe use different. But I'm not giving up on him yet.
Okay,
No,
I was
sir.
just thinking
No.
with the deep bullpen that they have.
Mhm.
Don't they also have? Do they have Blake Trinan
Yes. Who else? Gosh dang.
and Michael
They're both
Kopech
Kirby Yates.
and Kirby
Kopech's hurt.
Yates?
Yeah. Kirby Yates is the one they signed, and
Yeah.
that is a little concerning. It's a situation to monitor. I
Yeah.
guess I'm not totally on the panic bus yet, but because also, if your league's got holds, I think Scott will be valuable there if he's not closing. I thought that going into
I
the year,
agree.
he'd be
I
a
don't
good
think
source.
he's not gonna lose a job entirely, but
Yeah.
I could see him being worked slowly out of the closer role.
I'm not going to say no. Yeah. It helps for us because we have holds in our league, but yeah, I guess if you're strictly depending on him for saves, yeah, I'd be a little concerned, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still think opportunities will be there for him. Who else did I have? Helsley after his blow-up outing. If someone's panicking on him, I'm not. Thought maybe a buy.
He just forgot how to throw strikes that day.
Yeah, it was cold in Boston. He wasn't feeling it. Like it happens.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
It's cold here. I'm not feeling it most of the time at my job.
This
I
guy was a
get paid
top
like
3
him,
closer last year. I'm not
Yeah.
concerned.
Someone panics by.
Yeah.
So, the other one I said Luke Jackson of the Rangers. He's had the gig so far. Not in love with the stuff. I believe he was a Royal a few years ago.
Mhm.
He's kind of bounced around a bit. He's solid, but if you are desperate for saves, him. Jose Alvarado, if he's out there, the Phillies. I think the Jordan Romano experience is all but dead. So, I'd look at him.
What about Okering, the guy that we rostered for a little while? Is he not going to work into that role then?
Honestly, that's one that might be worth picking back up.
Yeah.
I've always liked his stuff. Honestly, if you're good with it right now, sidebar, I would prefer him to Ben Joyce, even though Ben Joyce has all the
Uh,
gift stuff.
well, Ben Joyce is not getting a lot of opportunities right now, and he did finally give up some runs that last outing, I believe.
He doesn't strike many out for the bonkers
That's what
stuff.
I was looking at. Is like
Yeah, he
he
doesn't.
throws 103, but he doesn't strike anyone out.
He's fun as hell. He really is. It just doesn't bode well for statistics yet.
Yeah.
But we should probably look into that. Hope no one's listening on our league. But yeah, we should probably do that. So sorry. To circle back to starters. There's a few more I want to mention real quick. Chase Doolander of the Rockies. I know. I said a Rockies pitcher. Barf.
Yikes.
I get it. The dude touches 99. He relies heavily on that fastball. If you pitch in cores, the off-speed stuff, some nights it's not there with the altitude, all the crap I don't understand.
Yeah.
But he's got a very good fastball slider combo. If anyone can make it there, maybe there is another Ubaldo Jimenez. I would bet on this guy. I really would.
Okay.
I love the pedigree. I love his stuff. And he throws gas. So we added him. We also lost half our pitchers. It's one to consider.
Yeah.
Max Meyer, the Marlins, his repertoire looks a lot deeper. He also was a very highly rated top 30 prospect. He was mainly a fastball slider guy, so his curveball a little more. Like I said, more of a well-rounded repertoire. I think it's legit. Be worried about innings, with the Marlins, the injury history, but right now, definitely at him. Shane Boz is another one to watch. Like a lot of these guys are top prospects.
You've been on Boz for a few years now.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Before Tommy John, he was the number one right-handed pitching prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Throws gas. He's the Tampa Bay Ray. Ray's gonna Ray, guys.
Yeah.
Like they get a lot out of their guys.
They sure do.
And I love, Dustin May's the last one's gonna mention was another highly touted prospect, the Dodgers. Yeah, they've got 20 starters, so there's a possibility the innings there too.
Right.
But a lot of these guys get forgotten, like that were top prospects. Circle around 2-3 years later. They still have the stuff. Like, I like May as an option right now, and he's another one. Comes out, a couple solid starts. Hell, you maybe trade him because they've got, like I said, 12 guys right behind him.
Right,
so,
right. I'd be shocked if they're not shuffling rotation around late in the season. Like,
yeah, I would be too.
Because Sasaki has a pretty historic injury history. Like,
yes. Yamamoto, he had a big shoulder injury last year. Shohei, you don't know what's happening there. Glass now, literally.
Yeah, they're all made of glass, but they are great when they're healthy.
And they don't care right now. The Dodgers don't care about our fantasy team. All they care about is come October, who's healthy.
Right.
So, yes, good point. Okay, so I want to hit, before we close here, do you have any more pitchers, first of all?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything that I would have come up with. And even a couple more that I've never heard of. So,
okay, that's what I'm here for. If only it gets us out of 8th place, that'd be great. But okay, some prospects here, guys, real quick. Roman Anthony, my love affair with him.
Okay.
Was the number 1 rated prospect before Sasaki came over here. The Japanese guy throws really hard.
Yeah.
Roman Anthony, I think the Willier Abreu train, it's legit. That did slow it down, but
it did.
I'm gonna tell you what. He's raking in AAA. Yeah, Abreu's amazing. But he's raking, first injury, opportunity. He's legit, guys. I think he's the most stashable prospect out there. Nick Kurtz gives him a run for his money with the A's. Literally, all this guy does, you talk about piss missiles, he hits tanks. Like, he hits the ball just fly ball hitter. The most polished college bat, I think, in the last year's draft. Literally, like, you see the switch from metal to wood. He's like, I don't care. He's like, give me a Bodor. I don't care, toothpick. Like, the dude has hit just 400. Monster pop. I saw the other day he had 6 home runs the first 10 games.
Oh, that'll play.
That'll play. Problem is, you talk about that'll play. A's are actually, they're pretty stacked at first. That's the only position he plays. First in DH with the whole Rooker, Soderstrom, Langley's catches. So
there's not really a slot for him currently.
No. They did have Rooker in the outfield some in spring. These guys hit well enough. It might be like, we don't care how bad he is out there. Let's get this bat up.
Yeah.
Like, he's major league ready, guys. He is. The last bat is Jordan Lawler. I thought when Marte went down, maybe, but I think they want to get him some more seasoning at AAA. Last year was kind of a lost season for him. Very solid power speed combo. Big
Kind of
strikeout
forgot about
problem.
Lawler. He was a
Yeah.
top prospect. I think he was a number 1 overall pick, wasn't he?
He was top 5.
Okay.
I think he went. I think he went fourth or fifth. He was. Is that right? I think that's right. He was a
Maybe.
high pick. As Marcelo Meyer, he was in that draft of all the
Oh, okay.
stud
Yep.
shortstop. Yeah. So I'm drawing a blank who went up there, but prospect pedigree's there. Opportunity. We'll see.
Okay.
The last one I want to mention on the pitching side is Bubba Chandler, Pittsburgh Pirates. The dude throws gas. He's hell of a pitch repertoire. He, I think, will get the Paul Skeens treatment as far as the Pirates are going to do what Pirates do. Not going to see him till probably May or so.
Yeah.
Save the bullet. They also don't seem concerned about making playoffs ever. So I think if you got a spot, he's well worth the stash. Like, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Skeens. Somewhere between Skeens and Jared Jones, I think that's where his skill set lies. He's going to be a hell of an arm.
Is Jared Jones had Tommy John, didn't he? Is he still?
No, not yet. But that could be in his future. I think he had elbow tendonitis, if I remember
Yeah.
right. And it's a wait and see approach that 75% of the time is surgery.
Mm-hmm.
The other 25% surgery in a year or two. So it's not good. Hope I'm wrong. But that's what I got, guys.
Hey,
that's
you
hope
definitely
solid
know your
advice.
stuff.
Well,
And
I
you
wish
said,
my recent
as you were
practice
saying
could
earlier,
do
this is not even your strongest year following it. You kind of had a few things going on in life for the last year.
Moving, learning how to be an accountant, all that stuff. So it's been a bit of a struggle, but we're gonna get there. I did win fantasy trophy a few years ago, so maybe we can circle back to that. So
yeah, so this team that we've got that we're currently running, I'll show you actually some roster stuff for that team next week when we do this. Kind of focus this more on how Woody's going to turn this team around for me. I kind of gave him a turn.
We hope, yeah. When I get done trying to learn how to wire up ceiling fans, not burn my house down, my basement not flooding, drywall a little better, then we'll see. So we're moving, guys. For those that haven't picked up on all that, and it's farming season, so we'll get there. So just bear with me. But I hope this is a good start, guys.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and don't forget, stay classy, Southern Illinois.
That's right. I won't let you have it this time. I'm talking now. Stay classy, America.
Stay classy, America.
You guys have a good one.
Yep. Catch you next week.